what it feels like to love someone who is slipping away mentally. There's a kind of loss that doesn't happen all at once, no overt betrayal, no dramatic explosions, just a slow, almost invisible shift where the person you love is still there, but not really there anymore, and the sad realization that you may never have actually known who this person was. Hello, I am Dr. K. Paul Stoller. This video is based on my experience as the partner of someone who decided to explore self through mental illness. I know there are others out there who have had a similar experience, empaths that didn't look out for themselves, and worse, most never believe us. I had tattooed her name on my heart. That was on me, and I own it. And I can assure you it made things so much worse for me. At first it's small, a tone change, a look that doesn't quite land, a disconnect you can't explain. You tell yourself, she's just stressed, she needs space, this will pass, because the alternative is something you don't want to consider. But over time, you realize you're no longer living in the same reality. You may be communicating clearly, showing up consistently, and trying to repair, but nothing lands. Not because she won't hear you, but because she can't. And the hardest part, she doesn't tell you how bad it is, because she knows if you knew, you would step in, or you would leave, and she doesn't want either your intervention or to lose your presence. So you're left trying to solve a problem that you're not even allowed to fully see. From the outside, it can look like distance, coldness, even cruelty, but from the inside, it feels like this: confusion, helplessness, walking on shifting ground. You start asking yourself, what am I missing? What am I doing wrong? Why can't I reach her? And there's no answer. And then there's the part no one talks about, when there's a child, because now it's not just, can I hold this relationship together? It becomes, is my child safe inside this reality? And that's a different kind of weight, because you realize at least some of the time, the person responsible for your child is not fully grounded. I came up with the analogy that she was driving a bus blindfolded with my son as a passenger. So you do what you're supposed to do, what you need to do, although usually far too late in the day, and you say, if this continues, I can't stay in this. It's clear, it's calm, it's honest, but it doesn't change anything because you're speaking to someone who is no longer fully there and can't even integrate what you are saying. The part that breaks people is you can do everything right and still lose the relationship, not because you failed, but because a relationship requires two people who can meet in the same reality. And sometimes that's no longer possible. Just the slow disappearance of the person you thought you could build a life with who was never ever there in the first place. And the hardest part isn't letting go. It's accepting that there was nothing you could have done to stop it.